Cancel culture? We hear about it everywhere, but what does it look like in Japan? In a society famous for politeness, harmony, and saving face, the phenomenon takes a very different shape. Today, let's dive into the world of Japanese cancel culture, where truth, rumor, and reputation collide. While the term cancel culture comes from the West, Japan has practiced its own version for decades, long before hashtags even existed. In Japan, the key phrase is shakai teki nabatsu, which means social punishment. When someone's behavior breaks the unwritten rules of harmony, society reacts. But it's not through open confrontation. Instead, it's through silence, exclusion, and a total loss of trust. We see it happen to celebrities caught in scandals or YouTubers who make what are seen as unacceptable jokes. The reaction is often swift and brutal. Sponsors immediately cut ties, TV appearances vanish overnight, and online comment sections just explode with criticism. This isn't a new trend. It's a deeply ingrained social mechanism that has just found a powerful new tool in the internet. So, how does it all go down? Unlike the very public call-outs we see on Western social media, Japanese cancel culture often starts quietly. A rumor might start spreading on X, or someone posts a few screenshots on an anonymous forum like Feedback. Maybe a blog exposes some inappropriate behavior. Then, the mainstream media picks it up, and that's when the real cancellation begins. What makes it so unique is the sheer speed of collective judgment. Solid proof often isn't necessary. Once a major news headline appears, public opinion forms almost instantly. In a culture built on shame rather than guilt, losing face can completely end a career overnight, sometimes even before all the facts are confirmed. It's a trial by public opinion, and the verdict is delivered in a matter of hours, and right there is where the danger lies. Many of these cancellations in Japan are built on half-truths or wildly exaggerated claims. We've seen cases where celebrities later manage to prove their innocence, but by then, the damage is already done. Their reputation is destroyed. Fake screenshots, edited photos, and anonymous online rumors spread much faster than any official correction ever could. Apologies are demanded almost immediately, even when the supposed crime is vague or unproven. And if the person refuses to apologize, well, that just adds more fuel to the fire, making them look guilty regardless of the truth. It can quickly spiral into a digital witch hunt, where the truth no longer matters. All that matters is the appearance of morality and punishing someone for it. In Japan, the public apology is practically a sacred ritual. We've all seen the images. A tearful press conference, a series of deep, prolonged bows, and solemn words like, "I am deeply sorry for the trouble I have caused." It's a very formulaic performance, but these apologies aren't always about admitting guilt. They're often a strategic move to restore social harmony. Even if the person isn't entirely at fault, the act of apologizing can be enough to calm public anger and allow everyone to move on. The problem is, this also reinforces the cycle. The public learns that outrage gets results, and this can make the next cancellation happen even faster and with less evidence. And this isn't just a problem for famous people. Ordinary workers, teachers, and even students can face this kind of social punishment. A single viral post, a controversial comment online, or even a photo taken completely out of context can suddenly turn someone's private life into a public trial. Japanese companies are obsessed with maintaining a perfect public reputation. So, they often respond by suspending or firing employees instantly, sometimes without even doing a proper investigation. This creates a real climate of fear. People become afraid to express any opinions online, even harmless ones, just to stay safe and avoid becoming the next target. The chilling effect is very real, but things might be starting to change. Younger generations in Japan are beginning to question this system. Many see this form of cancel culture as toxic, a way to silence people rather than solve actual problems. Some influencers are now speaking out, encouraging their followers to use critical thinking and to show a little empathy before rushing to judgment. At the same time, others argue that this social pressure does have a purpose. They believe it exposes serious issues, like workplace harassment or corruption, that used to be swept under the rug. So, is it a form of justice or just mob rule? The answer is probably a little bit of both. Cancel culture in Japan is incredibly complex. It's a unique blend of ancient social traditions and modern digital habits. It reflects both the country's deep-seated sense of social responsibility and its paralyzing fear of public shame. So, the next time you see a Japanese scandal trending online, just remember, not everything is as it seems. Behind every headline, there's a person, a culture, and a story caught somewhere between truth and hoax. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives. See you in the next one. Cancel culture, a storm that can erupt from a single tweet. In Japan, it's not always about politics or ideology. Sometimes it's about manners, morality, or simply making the wrong joke at the wrong time. It can be a quiet, yet powerful force. Today, we're going to hear the real voices of those who have lived through Japan's unique version of cancel culture, a phenomenon that can have devastating and long-lasting consequences. Let's start with Takeshi, a 29-year-old office worker from Osaka. One day, he posted a video of himself joking around with friends in a convenience store. He thought it was just harmless fun, nothing illegal. But the internet disagreed. I woke up the next morning and there were thousands of comments calling me disrespectful, immature. People had even found my workplace and started tagging my company in their posts. Within 48 hours, Takeshi was called into HR. His company suspended him until further notice. He never returned. His life was turned upside down in less than 2 days because of a short video clip. For public figures, the impact is even more immediate and brutal. Take Ayaka, a TV personality. She shared an opinion online about parenting that some people found insensitive. The backlash was instantaneous. I didn't mean to offend anyone, but sponsors withdrew the very same day. The network canceled my show. I spent the next 6 months apologizing, but people still call me heartless. In Japan, a public apology is more than just damage control. It's a ritual of survival. But even after bowing deeply before the cameras, many celebrities never regain their former status. The shadow of the cancellation lingers. And this isn't just a problem for the famous. Cancel culture in Japan hits ordinary people just as hard. Yumi, a high school teacher from Fukuoka, was filmed scolding a student who was using their phone in class. A 15-second clip of the moment went viral, completely devoid of context. I became known as the angry teacher. Parents complained. The school board told me to take a break. I desperately wanted to explain the full story, but the internet had already decided who I was. In a culture where reputation means everything, even a small misunderstanding, amplified by social media, can destroy a career, sometimes permanently. There's often no second chance. So, why does it seem to hurt more in Japan? In Western countries, a canceled person might try to rebuild their image through interviews or by engaging directly with their audience on social media. But in Japan, shame has a much deeper and more isolating impact. The concept of haji, public embarrassment, can make recovery feel almost impossible. Japanese society values harmony. When someone disturbs that harmony, even unintentionally, the tendency is to isolate them rather than forgive them. Silence becomes the punishment. The phone stops ringing, job offers dry up, and suddenly there's no clear way back into the life you once knew. Another terrifying aspect is the power of false accusations and misinformation. Daiichi, a freelance designer, was accused online of stealing a logo design. The accusation was completely false, but screenshots and angry comments kept circulating long after the truth was known. I showed concrete proof that I created the design myself, but it didn't seem to matter. People just love drama more than they love facts. Even when the truth finally surfaces, the internet rarely apologizes. In Japan's tightly connected online communities, your name can stay tainted for years, making it incredibly difficult to find new clients or work. So, what can be done? Some victims try to fight back legally, but lawsuits are expensive, slow, and emotionally draining. For many, the only option is to simply disappear and start over. A new city, a new job, sometimes even a new name. At some point, you stop trying to fix your image. You just learn to live quietly, and you start again from scratch. A few have used their experience to speak out about cyberbullying, mental health, and the importance of forgiveness. But for most, it's a lonely path, walked in silence. Cancel culture in Japan isn't always loud and aggressive. It's often silent, suffocating, and deeply personal. It can destroy careers, friendships, and self-confidence, even when the person did nothing fundamentally wrong. But this phenomenon also reveals something profound about modern Japan, a society caught between its traditional love for order and the untamable chaos of social media. In the end, everyone just wants to be heard and understood. Maybe that's where forgiveness starts, with taking a moment to listen, not to judge. Thank you for watching. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into modern culture. See you in the next one.